Do you know what a frequency split is? So, when you are pursuing personal development, you're looking to improve yourself, you're looking to develop yourself, you're looking to advance yourself. And in your journey, you find yourself actually studying more, you find yourself actually training more. You start wasting less time. You become more focused. You become more consistent. What you don't realize is that with every session that you study, with every session that you train, you improve. Your frequency starts to increase, right? You feel better, you feel more confident, you feel more clear, you're more certain of what you want. You just radiate that kind of confidence. So your frequency, it starts to go up. Now, that's not my point. My point is what happens when the people maybe closest to you that you care the most, maybe it's your family, maybe it's your friends. What happens when you start raising your frequency by developing yourself and you actually succeed? You start moving up to higher places. What happens when those people, they either stay at the old frequency or their frequency actually drops? So this might seem like nothing to you, and at this point you might be using some techniques here and there to have better conversations, to bond with them, to understand them, to spend time with them. But every student that immerses himself or herself in the study of the mind, sooner or later, we will all go through this phase where it's harder to talk to people from our old lives because they are still describing circumstances. They are still propagating the old frequencies. But we have now understand the laws of this world. We are starting to understand the laws of cause and effect. We are starting to take responsibility for our own thoughts. We are starting to script our day. We are starting to take control of our lives. We are starting to take ownership of our success. And if those people closest to you, they are unable to see it, maybe they may be of a lower frequency where they are complaining, where they are victimizing themselves or each other, where they are quarreling, where they are arguing, where they are just reacting emotionally day in and day out. What's going to happen over time is this thing that I call a frequency split. Now, this is no joking matter because as you continue your study, sooner or later, as the months pass by, maybe even weeks, you will start to realize that, hey, where did my friends of old go? Right? When you're trying to meet up, when you're trying to meet each other, suddenly one of you can't make it. When you're trying to meet each other, suddenly you're unable to meet. A coincidence just happens, an emergency just happens, a whatever just happens, and you just can't seem to meet. You know why? Because you are not resonating with each other. You're vibrating at very different frequencies. So it's like it's easy for you to find this video because we are resonating on the same frequency, but they will never find this video. They will never bother to know who am I, what am I saying. But the fact that you're watching this video because the universe knows that you are vibing with me and you are being sent this video. So you can only experience things that are on your frequency. So a frequency split is no joking matter because sooner or later, listen to this, sooner or later, the split in frequency is going to cause things to change. You might not be living with each other very soon. You might not be in the same physical space very soon. When things in the spiritual world change, when things of the energies and the frequencies change, the physical world has to match. So imagine if your frequency just continues to get higher and higher, and the people closest to you, they are unable to connect with that energy. The best you can do is to go down to their energy, which is not what I recommend, because then you're just hurting yourself. You're taking unnecessary damage. Am I making sense? So you have to either guide or challenge or support or bring them up to your frequency. Now, if they are coachable, they are willing, that's easy. But if they start fighting you, if they start resisting you, then the split will only become more and more wide. It's going to become more and more intense. And sooner or later, you won't be seeing each other in the physical space anymore. You won't be able to meet. They're just going to magically disappear from your lives. You're going to find yourself in another town, state, or country, or things like that. And that is very, very sad, especially if you used to be close with them, especially if you used to go through thick and thin. So the purpose of this video is really to make you more aware of the frequency split. And if you are experiencing it and you are starting to doubt yourself, don't, because you are on the right path. You are studying. You are taking responsibility and ownership for your progress, for your advancement, and therefore your frequency goes up. You deserve it. But don't blame yourself if all those things happen. It's part of transformation. It's part of putting down the old. It's part of letting go the old. And it's part of embracing and welcoming and stepping into the new you. So for those of them that you can guide, you can support, you can coach, you can bring them up, wonderful. But if they can't, it's not your fault. Maybe, just maybe, you really do have to have your own space for a while, to disappear for a while, and do your own things for a while, because not everyone can understand what you are going through right now. So believe in yourself, understand that what you're doing is right. You're not hurting anyone, you're not breaking any law. You are just studying, you are just advancing yourself. And if it's tiring to explain this to everyone, it's okay. It's okay to just take a break for yourself, to take care of yourself, to love yourself, to protect your frequency, to protect your energy, to protect your advancement, to do what's right for you. And only when you are complete, when you are self-sufficient, once you've complete your transformation, it's not too late, to just drop a message and say, hey, I know I've been gone for a while. I needed the time to just be alone and develop myself, but now I'm back. And if you find that they are at a better place, then the relationships can continue. But if the frequency split is bothering you and you don't know what's happening, this is what's happening. Right? So have faith in yourself, believe in what you're doing. And if there is anything in this video that's resonating with you and you have more questions, type in the comments below. You can even write to me on Telegram at Sena, that's SEANSENA. Tell me where you're from, what's your name, what have you been going through, how does the frequency split apply to you, how has it impacted your life, what have you had to put down, what have you had to let go, what have you had to take on, right? What was your experience like? All right, I will answer to every question and comment. And if this video brought you the clarity and inspiration you needed, remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell. So every time I release a video on mind advancement, you get notified. And if you know of a friend that needs to hear this message, needs to be conscious of the frequency split, do him or her a favor, send them the link, the URL to this video. You never know whose life you could change when you take an action as small as this. It's a great pleasure to be speaking with you, and until next time, it's Sena. Have a great day.